Peace. Peace. Gratitude and high heart. Thank you for being here. It's time for a new read. The corner of YouTube where we read books and learn, right? How's everyone out there? Excellent. Excellent. So we have a new read. After completing the healing power of water, we have now figured out what we're reading next. So honored and very excited for the reading of She Rose by Venus Love Jones, a book of poems, one of my favorite poets in the world, Venus. Oh man, this is a good friend of mine as well. So, hope you enjoy this book reading. We'll break it up just like the other ones. But I wanted to take a little time and give honor to one of the greatest poets of our time, Venus Love Jones. And Venus is her real name. You guys, this is on the reading list. She Rose on a journey from girl to goddess. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel, NEVEU. Peace, everyone. Peace. Yes. New book reading alert. New book reading alert. She Rose on a journey from a girl to a goddess. This is empowerment for the women out there. Definitely, you can always use it. And this is a place where you're always going to have someone who has empathy. I have a sister, I have a mother, I have a daughter. The women in this world are top notch. And so we want to show them love, reverence, want to honor them with this book reading, as well as to all the poets out there. She Rose. Welcome for the book reading of She Rose by Venus Love Jones on a journey from a girl to goddess. We'll begin at the foreword. The essence of music, of poetry. The essence of the muse of poetry. For a while, it seemed poetry had lost its way in the modern world. Only in shadowy coffee houses and out of the way retreats could one bask in the unvarnished fabric of pure poetry. What is pure poetry? It is word spirit. By that, I mean it is a manifestation of spiritual source set down on paper and, if one is lucky, recited and received by ear to heart and finally back to the soul itself. Most Americans never get to experience such a thing because, by and large, we are too busy to stop and listen. For you to see the appreciation of the poetry takes time. It takes a supine attitude that is willing to shut down and shut out those things which drive people to make hasty decisions. I assure you, poetry is powerful, but never hasty. Venus Jones is a poet. One cannot say she is a good poet because poetry and in of itself is good. Else it is not poetry. However, we may consciously consciously agree Venus is a dedicated poet. A poet whose commitment is deep enough that she lives what she loves. Her words in this book are a testament to that. So when you read She Rose, you too will rise to the challenge Venus presents, which is to see her through her poetry, to understand and actually feel her spirit essence through the wavelength of her metaphor. And did you know Venus Jones, whose name is taken from Venus de Milo, maybe, is every bit the poetess she claims to be? Because indeed, she claims it. Is she as compelling and as powerful as she will become one day? Who knows? It is not ours to care. In poetry, only the now is important. So read, She Rose now, and be satisfied that you are in the midst of a child of the muse. Peace and poetry. James E. Tokley, Sr., Poet Laureate, City of Tampa. In memory of Rose Mary Long, 1953 to 2003. Your faith was evident every day. Every day you had to chase that dirty sugar away. But it never made you sour, not even in your last hour. You were as patient as Mary. You were a resilient rose. I will never forget the way you wiped my nose, the way you took me in and made me feel as your own. You stuck up for me when I was a child. I miss you now that you're gone. I'll never forget your song, your time short, your spirit long. Peace, guys. Yes, we're reading She Rose by Venus Love Jones. Thank you all for being here. Welcome. Welcome, highest heart love. All right. So that was the foreword. Here's the acknowledgement. Page 1. I'm grateful for my dream developers and my dream destroyers, as they have provided the sunshine and rain for my growth. You know who you are. Page 2. Introduction. A nation can rise no higher than its women. African proverb. I want you guys to really narrow in on this. We'll do this and why I write. We'll do the pledge and the little girl in me. And then we'll pause right here, okay? She Rose by Venus Love Jones. This is the introduction. Page 2. There is a goddess within all of us. Yet in my travels, I've observed that many women continue to be oppressed, suppressed, and generally stressed. Women often seen as either angels or devils. are truly the backbone society and should be regarded as such. For centuries, governments, religions, races, and creeds of nearly every culture have considered women to be servants to men and second class citizens who work more and are paid less across the globe. When the nurturing God was replaced with the God of war, it also became common practice to remove the word goddess from our speech, to demonize the nurturer and all that is natural, which eventually led to the exploitation of Mother Earth. In recent years, we've seen a sparked interest in the study of peace, feminine energy, and the power of goddess. Need to, I don't, uh, goddess, language, and symbols. I don't feel the need to debate the gender of the supreme deity. I honor truth, whether it comes from a man or a woman. Yet the mother remains as the first teacher, and in this book, it is my desire to lift her up with overdue praise. There are unsung sheroes among us with goddess like strength, waiting to reclaim their personal power. I want these women and the underrepresented everywhere to rise to their fullest potential so that they may promise every nation a brighter and more beautiful future. The goal is equal treatment in the home and in the government, so we may end poverty and sustain development. I've included poems that share stories of when I chose to rise on particular occasion, and I also offer inspirational metaphors that assist me on my journey. My book, She Rose, will lead to a companion CD and a workbook called Thorns, a stage production, and an overall mission to increase the visibility of diverse voices who are willing to stand up for their rights to be human and humane. This is a book for anyone, male or female, who wants to connect with a mother and father God, reclaiming all that is divine within. We have a side note right here. Even more countries have understood that women's equality is a prerequisite for development. United Nations Secretary General and Nobel Peace Prize winner Kofi Annan. Page 3. I love this poem. I love this poem. Please welcome all. We're reading She Rose by Venus Love Jones. We're on page 3, and this is the top of page 3. Why I write. The Creator still speaks and sometimes through me, finding inspiration in everything I taste, touch, hear, smell, and see. My ego grows weak. When producing a clean slate, I wait for divine direction. The mission is to stay in the seeker section, seeking to speak the truth. I write to inspire and spread proof, write to heal. I write to make things tangible and real, write to recite. I write to receive, write to every color, age, orientation, and creed. I write in the morning, write in the middle of the night. Sometimes words turn on the light and get me out of bed. Learn to keep a pad and pen near my head. Your average creative artist is a tortured soul. Some words are dark and some words have attached goals. Some are light, bold, and blue. Some words haunt you until you transform their stage. Some words produce rage and are spicy like rosemary and sage. It is a contest of ideological compromise. If they told you metaphors always win, they spread lies. I will never write to simply entertain. I write to honor those who came before me and were slain. I write to those who had to create pen names or be jailed like the insane. I write so my visions will never be chained. Yes! Why I Write by Venus Love Jones. Here we go. Two more, and then we'll. Yes, much love, guys. This is the new book for the month. We're doing it. She Rose, Empowerment for Women All Over, A Journey from a Girl to a Goddess by Venus Love Jones. Welcome all for reading with us. It's a great book. One of my favorite poets and artists in the entire world. Next, we have on page 4, The Pledge. I promise to bring renewed hope and courage to people whose pain and suffering has been felt in my heart. To the Most High, I grant my life because I trust. I was given a unique clarity from the start. I will never stop learning how to receive your blessings. I do not stand for fear of you or any other, for I love you like my kindred, like my father, like my mother. So teach me how to use this love as an art. I surrender my all to you so that we may never part. And the last one of this section in reading of She Rose, The Little Girl in Me. Empowerment to my daughter and my sister, my mother, my aunts, all my friends, all the She Rose out there. We love you so much. The Little Girl in Me. Page 5. Untamed and running wild, my inner child. She has a lust for life. It's always spring in her feet. The sun shines when she smiles. Love this girl who loves for peace. This child who wants so much to be free. This girl who will live and love eternally. Until she can make all creation see that true freedom is born not in I, but in we. And that completes this section of The Great She Rose by Venus Love Jones. Next is For the Budding Mind. And that will start and pick back up on page 7. She Rose, one of the greatest poets of our time, giving her flowers while she lives. Venus Love Jones, She Rose, on a journey from girl to a goddess. I thank you all for being here. Highest heart, love, and honor. Yes, gratitude for the love. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. That always helps the algorithm, you know. We read these books here online, and it's not the most popular thing, but in my world, it's one of the most evident and beneficial things. Reading books. So now we're reading poetry, giving honor to the ones before us, a master poet in herself, Venus Love Jones, a good friend of mine. Peace, Venus. So doing. I told you I was going to start. So we started today, and we'll come back in. Hi, it's Heart Love, guys. Yes, we're shaking it up, passing the baton, right? Gotta pass the baton. Hi, it's Heart Love. Thank you for reading with us. I want y'all to have a wonderful day, okay? Remember to look up, take a nice walk, see what resonates with you, all right? Gratitude and highest heart love. Y'all guys are so honorable. Yes, we did it. We're starting another book. Peace, peace. All right, highest heart love, everyone. I love you. I love you. Peace.